you're not going to get lost because there's houses.
Yes.
From right up to the Oldham Edge. Last time I came here, apart from yesterday, was in the 1990s, and I think I get the feeling it was much more open than it was. I think we must have stayed down where the fields are there. We did get a good view around, but now you don't see very far because of all the trees.
Right.
I love these paths, it doesn't lead up to a road. We can just go down and explore.
It looks a bit ominous.
The Oldham Tinkers, they were a folk group in the 60s and 70s, probably carried a bit beyond as well.
Yes.
And then they re-released some of their LPs on DVDs in the early 2000s.
I think you played a couple of tunes yesterday.
Yeah, there was one. So when I came yesterday, it just reminded me. I've not thought of them for years. On Oldham Edge, the grass is green, and other words. And there's a chorus like, what's about looking round. No, but chimneys to be seen, something like that.
I presume they were locals, people that...
they were based in the Oldham area, yeah.
Very broad accent.
They used to perform. I mean, they used to perform all over, but they had a regular thing in the Oldham Hotel, so I knew them from there. And in fact, went up with a few of the lads to the Cairngorms on Easter. We camped and we're going to do some walking up there. One night went to a pub, and they happened to be there, and it was just like an impromptu concert. They sang songs that I've never heard in performance or
in public.
In public, yeah.
Is this the end of the trail? Looks
yeah.
like it, doesn't it?
Well used track, tell by all the footprints.
This is all new. Not got a clue where we're going.
No.
Except there's been very heavy rain.
Fossil tree, fossil plant.
Right.
Can you see this?
Yes.
The little serrated things there. It looks like another thing there. I've no idea what it's called.
Shales.
Oh, the rock is shale, yeah. What you often get where there's been coal mining, other than on outcrops. Well, that looks like a fossil and another thing there. This is the little thing we saw. Picture the horse or something.
Is that your coat down now? Is it somebody else's? Right. They've deserted it. So what's the history on that then?
I don't know. It looks like it's been put together a bit of a... The woodland plants, and then you've got moorland heathers, yeah. Strange mixture. It goes all the way around there, see?
But it doesn't.
So, well, you can see it snaking round the embankment. So presumably this ditch does too, and it seems to disappear here. But for what reason is it? Unless it's to drain. If there was a coal mine further up, I don't know whether there was, it could be to take the water away and drain it. But that's all guesswork.
It looks as though this is a a nature reserve. Very interesting. Even though there's nothing sort of outstanding. And what I have noticed is how few people there are.
Seed being planted in straight rows. And they've been coppiced, so this is a working coppice. You see?
What?
No big trunk. They've been cut off and new stems grows. And it's almost like a plantation, they're in a row.
You mentioned
and
that
then
once
a bit
before.
further down, so this was actively coppiced at one time. The trees are in straight rows.
I've not noticed
Like a
that.
crop.
So,
Trees.
what's the reason for doing it in straight rows?
To make them easier to crop when you come along, and they'll all grow at a time. And they used to grow to make broom handles, fence, but whatever it was they wanted to do.
Okay.
They, cut them at various stages in
Very
long, slender
interesting.
stems. Plantation.
I've never heard of that word before. Coppice. I have to look it up.
They've never been cut off low, so they've just stayed as single stems.
It looks like a silver birch,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Good grief, look at that. That's amazing finding, looks like a Stonehenge, sort of circle of stones.
Say, we'd go find somebody's garden fence. So I think if we head back this way, we'd get. Yeah, you'd expect
Running
so. Yeah.
around, you wouldn't think that, would
Oh
you?
yes, you would. I mean, you see them. I mean, we see them where we live, in just a bit of open green. It's their element. It's their woodland creature.
So this is another sculpture, Michael tells me.
That route we were before, but I think it might be wise to go back in case we're not.
Yeah, because you could really get quite lost.
Well, you
I
don't get
think.
far. We could end up the other side of town. You know, the other side of it, and have to walk a long way back on roads.
Yeah.
Easy to get lost in the forested area if you keep taking little turn after little turn. Because there's no landmarks.
No, there isn't.
So all I do is try and keep track of where the sun is, so that
Yeah, otherwise
you got
would
some
get
sense
lost.
of
So
which
it's-
direction you're in.
And there's only a little map at the beginning, isn't there?
Yeah, but without a map's not used if you can't see where things are. You're just in
No.
the middle of trees. It's actually surprisingly quiet, bird song-wise.
Yeah.
But I think it's probably just a nice day, so they don't get find easily.
Up here I've seen deers. There's deers.
Yeah.
That's what that lady said.
I've just been to the Lake District for 4 days with them. I only saw buzzards.
Yeah.
Two buzzards. I've never seen an eagle here.
Well, you wouldn't, I don't
No.
think. No.
Well, they have ospreys. There's supposed to be ospreys in lakes.
That's
Yeah, it's sensible, isn't it? Yes, interesting.
Yeah. So what do you think of this little exploration? Exploration.
It's a nice place. There's more to it than I thought.
You wouldn't
I thought
think
of
it.
I think originally was that big open space where the football fields were, and not much else.
Yes.
But I've seen it in recent years from further away, and seen all this forest covering it. So it's very nice to.
Yes.
But there's still lots of town.
I think there's a lot of people that don't probably know about it. You're not going down there.
No. I think local people do.
Yes.
They probably walk from the house. Those people there probably walk into those houses that we
Yes.
saw. He's probably walked from the house at the bottom or something.
That's it. Well, that
And I
looks.
think all these paths are.
There's another one down there,
Yeah.
but we're not going down
No,
there.
that would just take us to 17, follow the way from that little curve. And it's slow. You might hear people making slow gin. SLOE.
Yes.
Slow gin. I remember picking some of these ones.
Never heard of it.
Oh yeah, I think there was some down the lane where I used to live at Prestwich.
I think you have to be
I think
careful.
they're the Plum or Damson family. I think, I'm not sure. It's also called Firethorn or something like that. I'm not
you
sure.
don't know which.
I haven't seen this sort of grass for a long time.
Yes.
But as a kid, it's not ripe yet. Used to be able to pull these off. But it was all serrated inside where they touched. And you stick it in someone's hair and do like that, it will tangle it up. Then I couldn't get it
I
out.
can tell you were right, so when you were a
You
kid.
do it to each other. But yeah, and the sticky bobs as well, which you throw on people.
Oh, I remember those as a kid.
My granddad told me, it actually calls it on the board there, the tank road.
That was it, yes,
Yeah.
I did say that.
And it said it still belongs to the MOD. But my granddad told me
the
when I was a
MOD?
child, Ministry of Defence.
Ministry of Defence.
Yeah. When I was a child, my granddad told me that during the First World War, when tanks were invented, about 1916,
Yes.
that they used to test them out on here. Probably it's away from everywhere, probably because of all the engineering works that were
That
made
was
in
it.
Oldham
Yes, I remember.
or somewhere nearby. And they brought them up here and tested them. I know this, when I looked at the map, this tank road was more or less on very near to the edge of the whole area. I think it's one of these things. It's a small area, lots of little side paths that either lead out altogether or link up. So you could walk around in circles all day. You'd keep coming over the same bits of ground from time to time.
But it's certainly been, well, better than what I thought it would be.
It's like a wildlife paradise.
It certainly is.